That was he was in his prime. It's time. It's time to grow up. As crazy as it may sound, everything I do, and I don't even know where I got it from, but everything I do is by design. Now, of course, everything doesn't go to plan, but everything is by design. For example, when it comes to my Instagram, um, I know what I'm going to post throughout the day unless something crazy happens, or something new, happens. So I know the content I'm going to post on Instagram on Tuesday. I already have it already. Like, okay, I'm going to post this on Tuesday. I'm going to post this at this time, and yada, yada, yada. I accomplished something big this week. And now it's time to discontinue some behavior of mine. Because, I mean, it worked. And I've gained, let's just say I ruffled some feathers, a lot of feathers. Now, when I say I don't mess with nobody, I'm going to explain. I don't just start shit with people. So it's like if I'm beefing with you, or if you have a problem with me and I'm coming right back at you, that means you did something, and I probably gave you a warning, and you did something again. I'm not a bully. It's just that I'm at a point in time in my life where, how can I say, I'm not allowing anyone to get over on me anymore. Or I'm not letting nothing slide anymore. That's how I got into this crap I'm in with my baby mom, by letting all the stuff, the precursor, slide. When I should have been got her ass 302'd. So, I have a boxing website launching. A fast growing team. I built this. Now, of course, I've had help on the financial end. But as far as TstreeT controversy, I built him. As far as this website, I'm not building it. Someone's building it for me as far as, the technical mumbo jumbo. But as far as the vision, I built it. Just what? About 2 years ago, I never been to a fight as media before. And I was, at that point, I was on YouTube for 4 years. Today, November the 13th, 2016, is the 6-year anniversary of my first time on YouTube, if I'm correct. Only that other guy would know, on that other channel. But that's what I'm going to talk about. That type of behavior has to cease and desist. Is that how it goes? Or some shit? So, I'm going to say some as honest as I possibly can. And I've said it many other times in many other videos, but now I'm going to say it as clear as possible so people can understand. I don't have any problems with other boxing websites. It's not personal. When it comes to channels like Eli Sekback. He's legendary. That channel is legendary. That channel is history. You know, so of course we may not like some of his content and some of the crazy shit he be asking sometimes, but it's like respect has to be given. He built that. And he be working his ass off. All that travel, I gotta kill, man. Take out the fucking trash. Trash. When it comes to channel like Fight Hype, they have Floyd Mayweather. They have to be respected. So when it comes to other channels that cover media, don't get me wrong. You know, I have my personal gripes because I'm still a fan too. And since now I've transitioned from being a fan to a journalist or an investigative journalist, and what I mean by that is I research shit heavily. I covered Garcia versus Vargas, PBC on Spike. Now, of course, it may seem like, oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah, you was at the fight. It's media. You know how difficult it is to do what I did last night? Especially when people told me I would never do it. They said never. They said never. My motivations for this is not financially motivated, but it's just crazy that with the way things are like moving, things are moving fast. And if we all, and I'm talking to, if there's anybody, you know, watching, I'm sure you guys are, who's on the Fight View 360 team, then if we keep doing what we're doing, and if we give fair, honest opinions on boxing, and if we take learning and educating ourselves on boxing. For example, I know pretty much all the rules of the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, and the WBA. I literally, you know, read through all the documents and shit. It took me, you know, several months to like learn this stuff. But that's the type of media we need. To where we educate ourselves. At one point in time, I was talking, oh, I'm going to be a boxing promoter. To be a boxing promoter in Pennsylvania, it's $10,000 down deposit. I have the money now. But I was naive. Because what's the point of getting a promoter's license just to show off and say I got it when you got no fighters, or you don't even know how to promote the sport? So one day my plan is to be a boxing promoter, but I look at it like this, and I think it's very logical. I said, well, wait a minute. Let me learn the media in, and then me learning the media in, I gotta kill him. And then if I learn the media in, that's going to teach me, you know, all the rules, you know, just by being media. And then from the media, I'll build the brand up and build, you know, followers and supporters. By the time I get my promoter's license, you know, if I make it to 100,000 subscribers, and I know I can. I know what it takes. It takes a lot of work and consistency, but if I build my brand up to, you know, 100,000 followers or 100,000 subscribers, I really feel that once I get my license, me knowing what I know, and then having the finances to do so, I'll feel confident enough to know that if I put on a fight, that if I put on an event, right, a boxing event, and I'm confident that I'll be able to get at least 1,000 people to buy tickets. A small, and start from there. That's the goal going. That's the goal going forward in the future. But right now, I'm going to do this whole media thing for the next 3 to 5 years. And just climb my way up the ladder. And as you see, I've been climbing. So it's like you have to ask yourself if you're logical, and you've been watching me from when I used to be drinking and doing all that, craziness on camera and all that. You have to. Come on. Give credit where credit is due. I'm climbing the ladder. Now, I don't have the access to get exclusive interviews with the major boxers yet. But I'm climbing the ladder. So all you have to ask yourself now is, how long is it going to take him to get to where we are? Or what if he gets to where we are and he surpasses us? But I'm not worried about that stuff anymore, because I have a lot on my plate now. So the first, I guess you could say this is phase 3. The first phase was the discovery phase, I guess, the researching. The second phase is what we're in now, which we've been doing for like the last, what has it been, like 3 months? Just keep telling people, Fight View 360 is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Saying the same shit. Saying, the same stuff in my videos over and over and over and over. Talking about personal life over and 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 over. I went to school for this type of stuff. It's just that my methods are, you can say, unorthodox. They say, oh, you just want attention. No, I want numbers. I want numbers. Let me take a selfie real quick. I want numbers. So, to launch a successful website, it takes a lot of work. You got to be consistent. 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 It's a lot of work you got to do, yo. And I had to, after my birthday, I partied. And I said, okay, now I got to get my personal life or my personal affairs in order, because I'm going to have to work 16 hours a day. Some old craziness like that. Have I slept today? 3 hours. So, with me having to do YouTube videos, because the YouTube videos are the bread and butter. And as you can see on my channel, numbers are extremely down. But I get a lot of comments of people saying, oh, wow, I ain't been to this channel in a while. Where you been? Because there was a point in time where I was only producing no more than 10 videos a month. For 11 months, I was only doing 10 videos for 11 months. And remember, it was a point in time where I could put out, 40 videos. So now my goal is, okay, doing the YouTube. I got to do all the YouTube stuff, which takes time. And then I have to be the editor-in-chief and owner of a website. And I have to write articles. I have to fact check other people's, stuff that they send me. And your lifestyle has to be right. And just so happen I'm in a blessed position where I don't have to work for anyone. I don't have no job. I'm just blessed that at a young age, and I talked about it in a previous video. I made, not a young age, in my late 20s, I made a very good decision. And now, I can devote my time to this. So I told you guys I purchased a lot of equipment. Now, it's not super expensive equipment, but it's starter equipment. For example, last week, I was the official photographer for PPC one day. I don't know, hey. So I know when they got that press release and they saw Terrell Van and it was like, and they was sitting there ready to put the press release and the photos on their website, and they saw that I took, and they would have to credit my name. I've reached out to all of the major promoters. I have had correspondence with almost all of the promoters in the tri-state area here, which is Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. And I got to get down to D.C. I forgot what promotional company's down there, but I don't want to get into too many details because soon, to get everything off the ground, I got to be seen at all of these fights for at least a year. I got to go to fights for a year, So that means now I'm preparing to start traveling. They're gonna freak when they see me in Vegas because they're like, this guy made it to Vegas. But they're gonna freak when they see me in LA. This guy made it to LA, and guess what? If anybody want to try anything, I've already took precautions. I'm a very paranoid person. So you're not gonna see me by myself. You're not going to see me by myself thinking you're going, no, hell no. I'm on asthmatic. I'm already going to have trouble out there anyway with the humidity and shit. You're not going to see me by myself. So I'll just leave it at that. So, just try something if you want. So I'm saying March. Since I've covered as media 3 of Danny Garcia's last 4 fights, I got to go to Garcia versus Thurman. And what is it to go to Garcia versus Thurman? I've already covered 3 or 4 of his fights. They're going to tell me no. And also, I make sure I do quality work at his fights. He's from Philly. I got to give him the best I got. Pause. So, they're not going to say no. Because our work has to show for itself. And that's what I do. I want when they see me, when they're like, oh, that's that crazy guy from YouTube. But then they're like, oh, wow, he did some good work. Same for my team. I know it's hard for you to believe, but I have a vision. And if you ride with me, it's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. I have the blueprint. And the people who are with me now, that's why they ride with me now, because they know. For example, our website is not even launched yet. And we've already covered 2 events. Thank you, Mikey. You are becoming a close colleague. There's big things in store for you, bro. We covered an event in Belfast, a Box Nation event, a Frank Warren event. We could have covered a Philly event, but I was really, really sick. It was this one. I covered, last night I covered Garcia versus Vargas. And we can cover a whole lot of fights. We could have covered Kovalev versus Ward. But I said, you know what? No, I'm not going, no. We got, no, not yet. Not until the website's done. We're not going to, I had to go to this Philly fight. I had to. And even though the fight is going to be 2 weeks old by the time my website comes out, I still have to write an article on the fight just to show, even though I did all the video work and everything and the promotion on social media and all that type of stuff, I still have to do, the article to show, okay, I'm serious. The same thing with the event over in Belfast. So when people try to say, you're never going to cover any fights, you're never going to do this, go back to your mom's basement. I remember all of you. But I have a child that I have to take care of and support, and that I have to get. So in order to accomplish what I want to accomplish, I have to literally change my whole life. And so far I have. I wake up literally outside of, what's going on and, with my daughter. I wake up happy every day. This is the happiest I've been in my adult life. So moving forward in the future, we got 9 minutes left. And I got a live stream to do directly after this. So moving forward in the future, people can change. You got to believe in people. You got to believe in people. I never knew I was going to be a reporter or anything. I never knew I was going to be like a owner of a website and an editor-in-chief. I just found out what an editor-in-chief was like 2 years ago. I know what it is now, and I researched. So I got to go this route and take it seriously. What else? I just want to cover boxing. And also, I already told you guys I'm a recluse. And if you don't know what that means, then it means that I tend to enjoy being by myself. I tend to enjoy being by myself. Now, of course, it's me and my father. But I enjoy, being by myself with my 60-inch 4K television, with my 40-inch in the bedroom, with the 52-inch, with my gaming PC, with my PlayStation 4, with my I'm sorry for the rap music, but I gotta play this back one more time. I'm enjoying life. But, like I said, it's time to move on to the next phase. As crazy as it may sound, eventually the hat's going to go. Not on my videos, but when I go to these boxing events, I'm going to be suit and tie. Not suit and tie, not like tie, but I'm gonna start dressing up. And soon, in fact, it could have happened last night, and I would have worked so much better. I can get multiple credentials, so therefore I can go to a fight and have somebody else with me as the cameraman, or work in different areas and stuff. We take this boxing shit very seriously. Also, we're going to be covering mixed martial arts. Now, of course, if I'm going to, have to proofread and fact check mixed martial arts articles and stuff like that, then that means I got to learn everything I need to learn about mixed martial arts. So I printed out all this shit, and whenever I have time, I can't do it on my phone because I hate looking at the little screen. I need like the papers. Whenever I have time, I just start going over, like the UFC stuff, I could have interviewed Eddie Alvarez last week. That would have been crazy right now. But I was sick. But you know. I just want you guys to know that to the good and to the bad, to the ones that have been telling me I wasn't going to do this and that, I've been listening to you. And to the good, the ones I've been telling I'm going to do this and that, I've been listening to you. You know, as you can see, I'm making an effort. Now, the only reason why I brought like the cheap stuff is because, you know, I'm a beginner, you know, at all this. I have a podcast launching. I got a lot on my plate. So, in reality, I have no time to worry about anybody else. It's just that I have to let you know that a lot of people may not agree with my marketing style, but sometimes I like to name drop. People do it all the time. You know, it's a marketing strategy. You drop some names to try to get them to you drop names of people bigger than you to try to get them to bite. You try to get them to bite. So, now what I got to do over the next week before the website is launched, over the next week I have to, and I'll be honest with you, the website might not launch until the very beginning of December. Because what I want is, I want it to, like, once it's launched, I want it to look like it's already been up and running. You know, it's not going to be a day, like, when it launches, you see, okay, they got one article. Okay. And then all that data entry shit I got to do, that's why I got 1, 2, 3. That one's broke. 4 laptops. I went to go get the Note 7 because I was going to have 2 phones so I can be able to, you know, like work social media fast. So what I do, I'm not going to tell you my secret, but I'm trying to make stuff as easy as possible because now what I got to do is I got to get the channel back to generating revenue, like good revenue. And to do that, I got to be consistent and I got to cover boxing. I'm talking about all fights like I used to. And also I got to get the people who gave up on the channel because of my, what was it, 16 months, almost? From June, I don't even know, from June of 2014 is when everything went bad. The month after Maypac is when everything went bad. So I gotta get I gotta get the people to believe in the channel again. They'd be like, oh well, he's really bad, and that's gonna take a couple of months. All right, I got a stream to do. Thank you. Thank you for all who have supported me. And to the ones who didn't believe in me, then I'm sorry. You had me. You had me. If you would like to help out with the website, I'm talking about in any way, shape, or form. In any way, shape, or form. Email me at editor, that's EDITOR, at fightview360.com. And if you have emailed me in the past, remember, I'm working down a list. So since I can't meet you face to face, we got to talk on the phone. And that means each person I have to dedicate a lot of time to. And if we can't talk on the phone, then we got to go back and forth with chats and emails. So if I haven't gotten to you yet, I'm coming, all right? I'm coming. But also, if you email me to help, make my job a little easier. Let me know, first of all, let me know you got to let me know what area you're in, because then I got to see, okay, what fights in that area he can go to or she can go to. You got to let me know how good you are with a camera, obviously. You got to have the internet, obviously. You got to have a laptop, obviously. That's like obvious stuff, especially if you want to do media stuff. So I'm not saying write me no 200-word essay. But, help me out so I can read the email. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. And put a little star by your name and like, all right, I got to make sure I get to them. All right, that's pretty much it. So, as far as the website is concerned, I'll let you know what you can expect. Everything that you need from a boxing website is going to be there. Everything you need from a boxing website is going to be there. Everything you need